Stand for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Those at home watching. We really don't have anything for the mayor's report, except for thank you for the rain. And I guess one thing that this is the busy season for Hermann, so on the weekends especially, be on the lookout for way more people walking on the sidewalks and crossing the streets where they're not supposed to be crossing the streets. September is almost as busy as Oktoberfest on the weekends now, and so just be alert. It's that time of year. So be safe out there. Thank you. City Administrator.
Thank you. So, wanted to let you all know that we're going to be putting up some signs that say public parking on them with some arrows. We've received some requests, especially from businesses downtown. You know, that area is so congested with parking, and they feel like people may not be aware that there is free parking at the riverfront. So we're going to start by putting a sign at First and Wharf, and then directing them down the street, and then directly across from the riverfront entrance, we'll have another sign with the arrow directing people to utilize that parking. We'll start with that. There's other things we could possibly do. The wayfinding signs could be updated with parking on them. I think we even talked about using the A-frames during Oktoberfest itself, directing people down to 5th Street to those areas where there's additional parking as well. U.S. Cellular reached out to me last week and said that they are drilling the foundation, preparing for the installation of the cell tower. So I have not driven up there myself this week to see if they're up there, but they're supposed to be drilling. They said since there's so much rock, it's going to take them 2 weeks to do that part of the project. And the porch, the only update I have on the porch repairs is that Travis Hernandez, the engineer, told us that he's having the architect work on a rendering, which we will then present to you all to approve. And then when and if that is approved, then we can go out for bids. They are leaning towards a much smaller, very simple portico instead of a fully covered porch. Something smaller, you know, just covering kind of the door area. You know, that'll be much more financially feasible as well. And they want to keep that light out there, nothing heavy. Does that sound?
And eliminate the other section then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you have
It's
anything to
not
add
used
to
for
that?
anything. I mean,
No, that's pretty much just between the building and the pillar there's kind of what they were talking about.
yeah.
There'll be a full slab across
Yeah,
the
the
front,
slab will still be
but just
seating and all that, just
Mhm.
the roof won't cover the whole
a
thing.
smaller covered area.
Sounds fine to me.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll have that in the very near future to present to you. The amphitheater restroom, so I'm sorry, that's that photo in front of you. I'm sorry it did not photocopy very well, and that our engineer's handwriting is almost impossible to read. But so we've been talking about this for almost 2 years, about utilizing the amphitheater restroom as a public facility, because there's such a need for public restrooms. So the engineer has looked at this, and in order to comply with the ADA grade, the ramp is going to have to be extended to the west. And they're going to rework the fence and put 2 gates on the existing concrete pad to control access. So the park board approved this drawing, and I'm just wanted to get your, wanted to pass this by you, and if that looks suitable to everybody, then he will draw up an RFP and go out for bids on this project.
So the access is going to be to the west?
To the west.
What
Mhm.
about people that are inside the park?
They can enter from the interior.
So the idea was that we wanted a gate on the
Oh, this is just for
interior
outside
side.
people when
So-
nothing's
Yeah.
going on?
Right, that way it'll only
Okay.
be open to the public, I guess when there isn't an event, and then if there is
Right.
an event, we'll
Right.
lock it, so they can't use that.
Well,
for-
that's still, that
Is
part's
that
still
still
kind
in the air?
of to determine depending on the type of event.
I get it.
But yes, there'll be that option.
Okay.
So it won't be open all the time, or it will be open all the
Well,
time?
that's something we can discuss further. I feel like if you're gonna advertise it and put up signage, it pretty much needs to be open all the time. If they have paid events or something, one, we could put signage on the gate that would be the access point to the interior, or the event host could post somebody there to monitor people entering from there.
Right.
If it's something like a private wedding or something, then maybe that would warrant actually locking the gate. What do you think?
I would say if we're gonna advertise it, absolutely it needs to be open 24/7.
I think asking somebody to monitor in and out inside if they're renting it is not a big deal.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
Go to lock it, and if we have handicapped people inside, then we could be a bigger problem. That would block them from getting.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I'm kind of excited about this because we've talked about it for so long, and so finally getting off the ground. And like I said, it's a nice facility, and it's been incredibly underutilized, and we've been in such need of it. I think with some really good signage on Schiller and 4th and Gutenberg, we can direct a lot of people to this facility.
So the only access will be through the ramp, there won't be steps or anything, it'll just be the ramp?
Correct.
That's fine.
Yeah, and there'll be a handrail on the ramp.
And we pretty much have to utilize all of our real estate there, but it came out almost perfect for the ADA compliance.
So if that suits you all, then I will give Travis the go-ahead to get the bids going.
Are we not, just curious, are we not currently ADA compliant with going in through the main entrance? I'm trying to, I don't think there's any steps. From the
That's all right.
sidewalk, if you, not from
From the
directly here, but if you
interior.
come in through the interior,
Yeah, there's a
it is
ramp
currently
on the interior,
ADA
isn't there?
accessible, correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's just a matter of getting them in
yeah,
throughout
from
that
the
gate.
exterior.
Everybody okay with that?
Okay, very good, thank you. So we're having our comprehensive plan workshop that we've been talking about for a long time with MRPC kind of leading the charge there. It'll be actually Wednesday, and I want to thank the IDA is sponsoring lunch for us, so I want to thank them for that. And last thing I'll mention is that, I don't know if you noticed in the hallway, Archer, Elgin, our engineers, they gifted us this nicely framed map from 1913. It's just on the wall right out here. So if you didn't notice that, take a look at it. It's super cool. They said they found it in their back room, and so they had it professionally framed and brought it in. So thank them as well. That's all I have, sir.
That's all you have? Okay, Tourist and Economic Development Director's report.
Good evening, everyone. This is my quarterly report. Sharon Meyer started with us at the Visitor Information Center. Her training is going great, and we look forward to having her with us. Paulette has been working on a list of private schools in the St. Louis area so we can send them group tour information. She prepared a mailing of our Christmas wrap cards to 25 visitor centers throughout the state, which was great. She also worked with all of our attractions to compile their Labor Day hours in a document that we could post on the website and on social media. Lisa's been working on stocking all the wrap cards and updating our business contact information in our phone down there and in the email address book. Jennifer continues to work on the marketing matching grants and those ads. Those are both print and digital, and with our increased match from Missouri Division of Tourism, we're now doing video ads on streaming TV and still ads on Pinterest, so we're really excited about that we were able to do that. Rob, Jennifer, and I reviewed the production timeline for the 2025 Visitor Guide. We will start that process in early October. Rob got the Oktoberfest schedules of events completed for each weekend and added those to the website as well. We did a special edition e-newsletter about Oktoberfest and got that sent out earlier this month. Thanks to all the businesses for getting their information into us earlier. That helped a lot, and great for us to educate our businesses and visitors early about everything happening for Oktoberfest. And our new blogger, writer, has been doing a great job. We're working on the October newsletter, and we'll send that out this week. Rob and I helped with the ribbon cutting ceremony for the new bridge. I've been attending the HRED board meetings monthly. I'm a board member of the Missouri Travel Alliance and have attended the quarterly meeting via Zoom. I attend the monthly MRPC board meetings via Zoom. I've also attended some of the CEDS meetings, which is the Community Economic Development Strategy that MRPC was required to do. I've been working with the City Comprehensive Plan team to coordinate the timeline and the upcoming workshop. I'm working to update the available properties in the city limits that are available for sale or lease. I've had a business that is looking for a building or a piece of property contact me, and would love to get them in Hermann. I'm the chairperson for the Missouri River Runner Marketing Committee. For the past year, we have been working with Advanced Media New York to develop a mascot for the Missouri River Runner. The mascot launch event was held at the MoDOT building during the Missouri State Fair. The new mascot is an otter and is named Ollie. And this is the first mascot for any Amtrak line in the United States, so we're really excited. The Missouri River Runner Marketing Committee is partnering also with the University of Central Missouri to sponsor students to do backpack tourism. And we will have UCM students in Hermann in early 2025 writing articles for the UCM newspaper and social media. I had a booth at the Missouri Event Summit promoting our meeting venues. I also had a booth at the Missouri State Fair for the Missouri Travel Alliance's Leisure Travel Day. We've been working with numerous group tours for 2024 and 2025. Rob had one yesterday. He has another one tomorrow. So very exciting to see that group tour industry coming back to life. I will be attending the Southeast Tourism Society Domestic Showcase in December, partnering with Jefferson City Convention and Visitors Bureau to promote our destinations to group tours. This is a little new to us that the Missouri Division of Tourism now offers cost share to smaller markets so that we can afford to attend these events. Rob and I attended the St. Louis Headliner event. This is an event hosted by the St. Louis Post-Dispatch and their affiliates, and it featured their Best of awards. Hermann was nominated for the Best Day Trip Destination, and although we did not win first place, we're honored to be second, we're pretty sure, but maybe third or fourth. So that's just a few of the highlights that have happened in the tourism department in the last 3 months. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to take them.
I have a question.
Sure.
Not towards tourism.
Uh-huh.
You're doing a good job there.
Thank you.
On the economic side, do you have any updates as far as the apartments that are coming, Bavarian or the old Bevco building?
We can say that they're both coming along. Bevco has been in. I don't know that they've actually gotten their plans to us yet.
Right. They were in and confirmed that they were going to be moving forward, but they have not submitted a building application or plans yet. Yeah, in Bavarian Hills, they do have a building permit. And they've had, I think, some engineers out looking at the ground and stuff, but I guess some preliminary things are going on.
Hadn't seen anything going on Jefferson Street, and I had people ask as well as I went, okay, well, ask for an update.
Yeah. Yep. Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, they did say
We have no public comments, correct? Correct. Old business? Anybody have old business?
I have old business is, check those, Dave, that we started a draft on the rental inspection program.
I have, and should be able to have that in front of you for the next meeting.
Thank you.
Any other old business? Anyone have any new business? No new business? We will move to third.
The first bill for your consideration this evening is number 2024-50 for first reading. An ordinance to approve a municipal services and material contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Lamke Trenching and Excavating, Inc.
This is for the bore under First Street,
The Schiller project.
for the Schiller project.
Any questions? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve bill number 2024-50 as second read.
Should be first read.
Oh, yeah, sorry, first read. Sorry, apologies, first read.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Does this need to be done?
I think we'd like to get that moving. Jesse, yes?
They are working on it, okay.
All right. Bill number 2024-50 for second reading. An ordinance to approve a municipal services and material contract by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Lamke Trenching and Excavating, Inc.
Okay, now we're ready for an approval for second reading.
I already did that, we just need the first one.
You doing a motion on the second reading?
I will do a motion on the second reading as well.
All right, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made, second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? It's carried. All right. Resolution number 1344.
A resolution authorizing the issuance of festival space permits for October.
Any questions, any comments? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Can I ask a question? Where are we with the possible changes, since we have an ordinance that says no charge to space permits, and then you have another ordinance that says you're gonna charge? Where are we in that
Well,
process?
I've talked to Dave about this a little bit, and I meant to talk to you about it earlier when you were in the office, and we talked through and thought that maybe it'd be better if we brought it up as a public discussion thing here to get input for the rest of the board. That would also help Dave in your guidance for drafting that. But yeah, we've been discussing it, so we
Just curious.
expect it as a discussion or a topic of discussion.
Okay. We'll move to motions. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of our last meeting?
Move to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Do I have a motion to approve our invoices?
Move we pay the bills.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Approve the destruction of records in accordance with the state retention law. We have a copy of all that needs to be done, I guess. I have a motion to, or do you
I
have
was just
a
gonna say
comment?
they're all court files.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve getting rid of the old files?
Make motion to approve.
Motion made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Approve the utility, oops, wrong, skipped one, sorry. Having trouble with my eyes tonight. Municipal quitclaim deed, Richard Lauer, lot 4 and 6 of East Fifth Street. This is one of those that we do quite often to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be, I guess.
Mary Weston, Attorney Mary Weston emailed me and asked what the process would be. She said she was representing Mr. Lauer in this, and that I guess he was, I don't know what he's doing with that lot, refinancing or maybe planning to sell or something. And their title company search revealed a city, a wild deed or something from years and years ago that the city might have an interest in this. So they were asking the city to quitclaim or release any interest, if any, that it might have in these lots. And if it made it to the agenda, I guess staff doesn't think we have any reason to hold this up.
I do have a question though, Dave, it says in here that Mary Weston did all of blah, blah, blah. And it said, and without title search or examination. So what is that?
That
I
means
think I
Mary
can-
Weston did not do any title search or examination.
Okay, she did not do it, but the actual, that's what he's doing.
I
Even
can
in clear title.
Mr.
Okay.
Monwiller appears to have done it. I got this certificate saying that he looked at this title.
I was just curious. 'cause
Yeah, no,
I
that's,
got nice enough-
that's a CYA for the lawyer to say, I'm just doing what the client brought to me. I didn't do any independent title search.
I understand.
What was the date on the old, it's not a lien, or it's a claim, but what was the date on that?
I don't have the date on it in this certificate of title that I have. It was just listed as among one of several easements, restrictions, conditions, reservations, and exceptions. So, if you want to see that.
Easements, restrictions, what?
Well, this is the only
that's-
one that pertains to this, but this came from the county abstract, and it was examined by Mr. Monwiller.
Okay, it can't, it's probably way back in the, I would say, what,
Yeah,
1800s?
this comes up quite often, I mean, we do this a lot.
They can't find way back then.
So it just was perpetually just added
Well,
on
you-
every time it changed ownership?
You don't do a title search unless the bank says, we want to make sure that this is your property.
Or a prior title company missed it,
Yeah.
or Monwiller's office is just being super conservative and putting this exception in every title policy they do or title report.
Okay.
Okay,
I move to approve the quitclaim deed for Mr. Lauer.
thank you. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Okay, approve the utility easement to the city of Hermann.
Yeah, and since Jesse's here, we'll take advantage of that and let him explain the easement to you.
It's an easement. So Beth would like the overhead utility lines that run across kind of the center of the property removed. They don't serve anything at this time. They've been de-energized for a few years now. We left them there because as long as that line remains there, we have prescriptive easement to that utility. And there's that entire hillside back there, so I didn't want to give up that easement. So when she came to me, I told her that we'd be happy to take those down, provided we were given another easement that gave us access to that property. And she has given us that, and it's a blanket utility easement, so made it plenty wide. It's 30 feet. We can run any utility we want in there, water, gas, sewer, down the road. But that's kind of the gist of it.
Is this in any conjunction with the Schiller Street boring project?
No, this is a totally separate thing. So this is out by Village Plaza there.
Where's the
across
dog
from there.
park?
There's like 12 acres purchased a little earlier, maybe 2 years ago at this point. And we bored under the highway. It was about the time Calibite was putting everything in. We kind of did a co-bore with them and ran across the road and fed those two houses that were existing underground because that overhead was old copper weld and it was not in good shape. So we just kind of did a co-bore with Calibite and got underground.
And you're talking about the western part of it.
Correct, the old Mueller properties, Mueller properties there, yeah.
Are any
The
of those
stone house,
properties,
Yeah.
are any of those properties on that side of the highway in city limits?
They're not. So that's why I wanted to make sure we got this easement squared away. That way, if something happens without an annexation, we still have an ability to serve electrical.
But you would only be able to serve it to the first house.
So we can still serve all the way around there because if she ends up needing it, she's gonna grant us the easement behind there. My main concern. Yeah, if she wants it, she'll have to. And kind of the same thing, like there's been some discussion with some sewer there. Obviously, this predated that, so this was already in the works when the sewer thing came up. If they were to want us to go across the front of those properties, they'd have to grant us some additional easement. But as this was set, this was just to cover kind of that field that hayfield that's there, so that if anything were to be developed there, we had access to get utilities in.
So the other Watt property to the north, do we have an easement
So-
over their property or what?
We have an overhead, so I don't know that we have an easement. We have prescriptive easement at this point because the lines have been there forever, so we can maintain them. But we're only going to be removing the overhead to the dead-end pole at the corner of, I believe it's Sit and Bacon is kind of the property line there. That overhead's going to go away basically just across Beth's property. We do have underground electric conduits in place because Mr. Bacon had talked about putting in underground electric at some point in the future. So that's kind of the same deal with Cal Pipe. We did a co-bore with them. We got gas under there and everything at the same time. So should that move forward, and we got an easement for that. So we'd have electric to that property and gas to that property for sure. And then I would assume with this easement, if we needed to get water over there, we could come across the highway and then hit that Bacon property from the other direction.
And we wouldn't do that unless she annexed.
Yeah, I would not recommend it. I mean,
Any other questions? Not. Motion to approve the easement.
So moved.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. All right, let's hire a special Oktoberfest police officer.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. October caterers permit for Stonehill Winery, which is in Wine, 4th and Schiller, October 17, 2024. Have a motion to approve that.
Motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
I just have a question. Does someone have a list where these vendors are going to be
It would be with their
stationed?
event application if they have one. I'd have to check, I don't have it handy.
But she does have a,
If she has one, it would be with that application. I don't know that they have a full list, because I don't know if they knew who all their vendors were gonna be that far ahead.
before the event, or they're going to let you know or not, just,
I don't know.
Special event application, Camp Rainbow Foundation, the Wine and Jazz Festival for the amphitheater, September 13th, 2025. Do I have a motion to approve that, please?
Move to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Festival event application for the community Christmas Peepalooza, Peeps exhibit,
Peepapalooza.
Peepapalooza.
Peepapalooza, well, anyway, for the little guys. Exhibit 314 Gutenberg Street, Stables, October 12th, 13th, 2014. I have a motion to approve the Peeps.
I'll move to approve the peace exhibit.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Festival event application for Odin's Roasted Almonds, Roasted Nut Sales, Hermann Winery, October 5, 6, 12, 13, 19, 20, 26, and 27, 2024. All in favor, aye?
He's gonna be out like by 10 Mill Restaurant, correct?
No, it's usually like in the driveway of Hermann.
Oh, okay.
Inside.
There's a lot that goes on right there at that intersection, so.
Yeah, no, he sits back in there.
Like within the gates.
Yeah. Do we have a motion to approve it?
I move to approve, sorry.
Second.
Motion made, and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Festival event application for St. George Parish, dinner fundraiser, 128 West 4th Street, October 13th, 2024. They moved it up. Do I have a motion to approve that?
I move to approve St. George.
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Bestow event application for the Gasconade County Backstoppers Cornhole Tournament at the Hermann Firehouse rear lot, October 19th, 2024. Do I have a motion to approve the cornhole?
I move to approve the backstoppers.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. We have no reports. We need to go into closed session.
Hold on, just 1 second.
Yes, 1
Mr.
second.
Mayor. Chief, on the officers that you're bringing in to help with October, is there any plans of keeping an officer staffed right there at the corner of First and Gutenberg and with kind of Wharf Street right there, if we're gonna direct some people there? It just always seems,
We usually have somebody at First and Gutenberg directing buses,
okay,
but if our numbers are down to 12 this year, so we have them where we can have them at, so.
okay. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Now we need to move into close. Someone want to read that?
I move we go into closed session for the purpose of dealing with matters relating to leasing, purchase, or sale of real estate, section 610.0212, revised statutes of Missouri.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call vote. Ash?
Aye.
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 We are now in closed session. Thank you everyone for watching.
I invited Tammy and Jesse to join us.
Yes, you told me that. All good.